rising, you beautiful soul. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I am here to do your daily guidance on this beautiful Friday. Whenever you guys are watching this video, I do just want to let you guys know I absolutely love you. I am so honored that every single day that you are choosing yourself, you are choosing to be about your self-love, you are choosing to know your worth, you're choosing to show up for yourself, you're choosing to love all of you, every ounce of you, even the parts that nobody claps for. You are vibing with yourself. You are giving yourself compassion and deep understanding. And I need you to know, even though that should be how we are genuine, everyone is genuine to their self, that's not the way that it is. Especially in the world that tells you to do anything other than be about you and embrace your individuality and embrace who you are. You are making a conscious decision to do it no matter what comes your way. And I just want to honor you on this Friday. Thank you for choosing you. And it is such an honor to be a part of your journey, okay? So, when I placed this book to my heart and asked, what does the beautiful soul need to know on this mystical, magical Friday? This is what came out for my beautiful love muffins. Commitment. Lessons for beautiful souls on a journey to peace. Have faith in the valley. Life is depending on you to shine. Life is waiting for you to bloom. Life is waiting for you to glorify it. Please don't let life down. Be sure not to allow other people to should on you. Folks are always ready to let you know what you should be or should not be doing. They get very little done in their own lives. If your mother, father, sister, brother, friend is so sure of what you should be doing, let them do it. Remember, good advice is not always free. You pay dearly for it with little pieces of your life and yourself. It may be challenging to move beyond the expectations and demands of others have for you. But remember, a good challenge strengthens your muscles. Ooh, you know that's a word. Okay, that is a word. That is a full word. Did y'all hear that? The part that really behooved me, okay, is that where she talked about, remember, good advice is not always free. You pay dearly for it with little pieces of your life and yourself. This is what I mean by everything is an exchange. Nothing is free. Okay, even good advice. And that's why I tell you guys, thank you for allowing me to dwell in your heart space. Because the information that I'm giving you, even though it is beautiful, okay, even though it is, it feeds the soul, but there is an equal exchange, because usually when you hear something that hits you in your core, your life will never be the same, because you are inspired to take movement. So movement sparks change. The beautiful thing here, the information that I'm sending out is the information should already resonate with your intuition. I've always said that nothing that I say should be of a surprise. You kind of already knew it. You probably didn't want to hear it, or you were skeptical. I don't think this is for me. And then yes, Yes, my love, it is for you. You know, this is what I'm actually going to be making a video about this and coming face to face with a particular topic with dealing with love and going over soul love versus ego love, because there is a difference. You know, I like to say real love cannot be bought. It has to be given. But that's a whole nother topic. But the basics of it is just what Alanya Vinzat said in this book. Okay? That remember, good advice is not always free. You know, even your little Tori is has an agenda. That agenda for me is for you to know yourself, for you to know your worth, for you to accept who you are wholeheartedly, for you to find everything that you search outside of yourself inside of you, for you to shed all of the layers and all of the things that, you know, the world tries to make us confine ourselves in and hide ourselves, and for you to authentically walk and be in you. You get what I'm saying? So beautifully enough, whatever I'm telling you, it is to inspire you. It is to uplift you. It is to benefit you. But the truth is, not what everybody desires to tell you is to benefit you. Not every program or an agenda that someone is, you know, talking about, or the conversations, it's not to benefit you. So, on this beautiful Friday, and kind of what we've been talking about all week, and I really roped it in on Monday, is when I said, you know, don't allow anyone's opinion to become your reality. Because when you allow other people's opinions, or a person's opinion, even the the person that you look up to, if it's not in alignment with your heart, if it doesn't feel good to you, no, it's a hell no. Okay? Even when, and I said this, even when, you know, even when like it doesn't feel good, but you know it's for your good, you're like, oh, I knew it. I know, you know, you already knew. Okay? So take inventory, you know, what have you allowed to dictate how you move, or what you should or shouldn't do? Are you living from your intentions or others' intentions and expectations? Look what is on the bottom of this deck. You guys see that? Sorry for the glare. Wisdom is knowing who to be and what to do in a given situation. Virtue is acting on that wisdom. Ooh, come on, I'm trying to tell you. And to bring it more home and center to yourself is you have to honor you. You have to be true to you. If you're not being your authentic self, it's no good to nobody. It's no good to nobody. And giving back to that little backstory that I just gave you of, you know, taking ownership. I don't know why we're going here, but, you know, whatever. One of the things is that I had to take ownership for how I used to, you know, it was not, you know, maliciously. You know, I just had this thing where when I'm going through something, like I just like to be alone. I just like to I like to shut people out, you know, like that was just me. And I realized that, hey, Tori, that's just not good. You know, not from genuine people who love me, who care about me. You know, and I had to take a look at myself and say, listen, I gotta show up, you know. and even give the opportunity for someone to even be there, because maybe they want to be there, but you didn't. I wasn't voicing myself, and I don't know why Spirit is asking me to share that, because I guess sometimes you'll just never know if you keep a closed mouth. Somebody needs to know that. Okay, because that was so left field. But let's just see, Spirit, what is it that the beautiful soul wants to know? These are a lot of cards, guys. We're going to take the first one. Okay, we're going to take the first one. That's a lot. So, it says, we should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. Okay? Now, getting back to the outside opinions of others, because I'm just feeling like there's a need, sometimes we like to be confirmed. We like to know that we're on the right side of the track. We're on the right path, and that's good here. But sometimes we just want to over affirm, get a yes. But really what I'm just feeling for somebody on an intuitive level is that everything that you need is inside of you. You know what's best for you like nobody else. You know what's good for you when it comes to love, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your spiritual growth. You know what's best for you. The thing is maybe what is best for you is not what other people assume or see that is best for you. Getting back to what Miss Vincent said, okay, in her book. Don't get caught up in what other people what you should do and what you shouldn't do. What do you want to do? And seeing how all these cards just came out of here, you want to go a different direction than maybe where everybody is pointing you, or maybe what was good for you last year, or what was good for you in a past season is not what's best for you now. And that's okay. We should not fear an obsession for building a great and free life. I was listening, I tuned into a live like in June. And this person was saying, how like you should not, something about perfection, No, you can't be a perfectionist, but you should always strive. Oh my God, I hope I'm saying it right. You should always, strive to do your best. You don't got to be exactly a perfectionist, but, strive to always do your best and allow integrity to guide you. Because in my point, that is perfection. Not perfection to the world standard and what everybody is doing, but when you are in alignment with your integrity and what feels good to you, you are on your perfect path. So again, we should not fear an obsession. Obsession, that means you are surrounding yourself with it. We should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. Your definition of great and your definition of free. You shouldn't fear that. But I'm going to tell you, the world's view tells you should. Other people's opinions tell you that you should. You're going to listen. That's the difference between the 1%. They do this religiously. You know, what feels good to you? I'm telling you, what feels good to you? When you do what feels good to you, even if it's work, it does not feel like work. Like somebody had hit me up, right? Somebody had hit me up, and they were like, I've seen your page, find me a couple of times, and I was just curious, with I know you give spiritual guidance, but what do you do for work? They were like, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? And here's the truth, sometimes I feel by people's energy, because usually you have to understand before before you say something or come at a person, your energy usually meets them first. But on a grander scale, this is the mentality that we're taught. We're taught that, you see how she's like, yes, okay, I see that you give spiritual guidance, but what do you do for work? We're taught that what we're passionate about has to be separate. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. For some people, that is their reality. That is their reality. Or some people do boring things, but they really like to do that. Or they're in a corporate setting and they really like to do that. That's their reality. That's what feels good to them. Here to tell you, if you do something that you love, I don't care what setting it is in. That whole thing that what you're passionate about and how you make money has to be separate. That is a lie. That is a flawed premise. Honey, that is a flawed premise in my life. Because I wake up every single day and do something that I love. I get paid to wake up every single day and do something that I love. So you cannot tell me that it is not real. Like I said, this is it for me. I'm going to rock this thing to its highest its highest possibility. But baby, this is it. No, that ain't for me. That's not for me. Unless I'm doing something that is beneficial, to uplift, to help in some kind of way on a grander scale of adding value. That's where I realize that's what makes me happy. That's where I can wake up every single day and be good. So it has to be on those lines. But sometimes we're taught that you can't do that. Well, that was good for them. Now, if you desire to be an entrepreneur, if you desire to launch your own business, I kind of showed it one time on my, there are days that I'm super freaking happy. Yes. And then there are days, where I'm crying, But no one shows you those days. No one shows you the days where, okay, I'm like, wait a minute. If 2 + 2 is 4 and 4 + 4 is 8. How did we get 6? Like nobody shows you those days. But I'm telling you, it does not matter. Like you should not fear an obsession for building a great and free life. And I found that this is the most freeing path to me as of yet. And that doesn't matter like that I could be in a beautiful, spacious, lavish apartment, or I could be in a studio in a neighborhood that's questionable, but I'm doing what I love, period, until I get whatever I need. That's it for me. It is what it is. Okay? And you have to come into that kind of mindset when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your gift, when it comes to your baby, whatever you're going to be birthing, when it comes to whatever you see as a great and free life. And we can apply this in a relationship. I'm going to be single until I feel I am matched with someone just as genuine. I don't mind. I'm great. Honey, believe me. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but a lot has tried, a lot has, and I'm like, yeah, no, no, it's okay. Thanks. I'm so honored. So honored that you feel that way. Oh my God. It's cute for my ego, but no, honey. Let me tell you something, because I don't know why we're going here, but we're going here. But Tori used to be the individual that, very, he was very, liked the very appearance, and what a person looks like. Oh my God, he's so handsome. He's so fine, honey. However, what did he do for my soul was the question. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want just something physical. I want all three. And all three is available, because I am a person who mentally shows up, spiritually shows up, and physically shows up. Connect with somebody on all three levels, not just 2 out of 1. Yeah, that's all right. At least you got 2 out of 1. No, no, ma'am. No spam. No, ma'am. We not doing that. And I damn sure ain't gonna do 1 out of 3 and none out of 3. No, ma'am. So you can apply that in any level of your life. Period. So the next one, I don't want to read all these, but I'm just going to kind of trying to get through them. But it says, we must be conscious and responsible for our beliefs and behaviors if we are ever to be free. I'm telling you, you have to take it in your hands. Nobody else is going to do it for you. And if you allow other people to rule your life and dictate how it flows, how it goes, and what you should and shouldn't do, my love, take it from a person who has done that. It gets you nowhere. You know where it gets you? Right here. A slave to your history. But it says we are not slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. Now, didn't we say that Monday? Didn't we talk about the little things that you do will free yourself? People think it's usually these big, gigantic steps that you take that make a difference, but no, it's the little things that you do. It's the little things that you tweak and change. Oh my God. Guys, let us not forget that our simple efforts and daily triumphs can gather weight and motion to become an unstoppable force towards a focused and free life. Again, the little things. Oh my God. Freedom and greatness belong to those who master their day. Oh my God. What is it that's saying, guys? Help me out in the comment section. Anita, I know you can help me. But that that the divine gives you enough manner for one day, or enough grace for one day. But sometimes we're trying to pack it on in a week, but no, enough day. Enough manna, enough grace for the day, enough peace for today, enough, understanding for today. Not next week, but for today. It's always good to plan, but be more present in the day. That's how you're going to cultivate peace. That's how you're going to, each day get to the 6 miles is what I tell myself. Each day, get to what goal did you set for yourself today? My personal goal that I wrote in my journal this morning when I first, opened my eyes was, my intention that I set was to have peace for the things that I have peace and understanding for the things that I can change and the things that I cannot change. And to somebody that might just be, average smaverage. But for a person who in 2020 really just gave up having to control everything and really allowing myself to flow wholeheartedly from my heart space. And it wasn't even control in a negative sense, but in control, control, it's tricky, okay? You can even try to be genuine with it. But it's still control. It's still not allowing things to flow. It doesn't matter what the direction you're in. You get what I'm saying? And I had to learn that. And that was the thing for me. Because let me tell you something, honey, when you are immersed in darkness, and then you come out and you get a stillness of peace, it's so beautiful. I just got to be grateful. That was my intention and my gratitude for peace, for divine peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding. There is nothing like it. Okay? Freedom and greatness belong to those who master their day. Be present in this moment. Be present in this day. Okay? So let's just get a tarot and just see what is it that Spirit wants the beautiful soul to know. I'm trying not to take all y'all got time. Let's see, Spirit, what would you like the beautiful soul to know on this beautiful Friday? Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Dylan, I always mess this word up. Filling orders for the Dark Lord. The 8 of Pentacles. And it's so funny because, it says for the filling orders for the Dark Lord. Usually the very things that are going to strengthen us or be good for us in the long run. When you're doing these little habits, they usually don't feel good. Sometimes it's tedious. Sometimes, being adamant, being consistent with the 6 miles, I have to make time and make sure that I do that. But on the bottom of this deck, you got the 10 of Pentacles. It's going to pay off. So what you might perceive as doing the dirty work, you know what I'm saying? What you don't want to do right now. Tending to the small details, coming out of your box, opening up, being about your spiritual, your growth, disconnecting from people, moving away, whatever you're looking at that is helping you fulfill what you define as a beautiful and free life, a great and free life. It might require you to do some things that you don't desire to do right now, delay. I want to say delayed gratification, but with this 8 of Pentacles, you are working towards something. And what are you working? You are working towards manifesting the very thing that you define as a great and free life. And that can show up in work, that can show up in career, that can show up in your love life, that can show up in whatever. I just see the boobies right here with the dogs. Whatever it is you desire. I would just say, oh my God, they didn't do anything to this card. Yeah, I didn't look. So yeah, working towards your 10 of Pentacles, your happiness. And it's funny how they have these pentacles in dark, because those are usually the fine details that nobody wants to do. Listen, the things that keep you stagnant, that keep you paused. These are the leaps of faith. Right here, the Fool. They call the Fool in this card the dumb ASS. You know why? Because in order to do something, create the life that you love, create the life that you desire and do the things that you want and go for the relationship that you desire, or have the relationship that you desire, people are going to look at you like a DUMBASS, like the individual, like, I know you do spiritual work or guidance, but what do you do for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, people might look at you like that, but that's okay. That's totally fine. People aren't going to agree with you. They're going to view you as, let's just say it, a dumbass when you make certain decisions and you do certain things. But you cannot live your life for others. You cannot live your life for other people's opinions, likes, and approvals. You cannot do it. If you do it, you are guaranteed to go it's guaranteed to go left. And we learned yesterday, when goes left, don't go with it. Okay? So I love you guys so freaking much, and it is such an honor to read for the beautiful soul who is watching this video. I love you. Oodles and oodles of much. Okay? I will not do the daily guidance on the weekends. We will have it Monday through Friday. Okay? And I'm deciding to get up super extra early to get this downloaded, because my laptop, believe it or not, guys, the one yesterday was, I had been done, but it was downloading forever. It took like half the day. I'm like, what? But whatever. But you will be getting your picker card readings this weekend, and I'm going to start downloading your 2021 predictions and guidance for the year. I love you guys so freaking much, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
A new path for others to follow, she blazing.